Oh, it's been a while, interweb world. Today I'm not being Mr. Sylvester Slime. It's just me, Myk Media, with a terrible hairdo, sticking straight up like chocolate mousse. And I'm just talking about random things. So, Sylvester Slime and the concept of bad ideas came about while I was having kind of a funk that I was going through. It was like an internal funk. Um, the problem with the world these days is when you have to, and maybe it's because I'm an introverted person, but when I sit and I feel like I have to promote and push something, I feel like I'm a used car salesman. I feel cheap and I feel bad about that. So I that's one of the reasons why with Nerd Night I tried to move the focus away from myself and onto the community because I don't want to feel like I'm Mr. Ego Man. I want it to be my ideas to thrive beyond myself. And that's the big factor in all of that. So, as self-deprecating as it is, I came up with to try to make fun of myself. I created that character Sylvester Slime, who was essentially like a used car salesman because that's how I felt, like a used car salesman. And so he's going to be in Bad Ideas, which I'm pushing along with that as much as possible. It's originally it was just going to be a stream of consciousness, and it was going to be promoted through Vine. Didn't really work out that way, so I that's the first 10 minutes of it. That's I put a plot to tie it all together, and then there's going to be a nice happy ending. Which originally was going to have no ending. It was just going to. It started off with me saying, "Oh, I bet I could come up with something better," and it was just going to be 20 minutes of just insanity. Now it actually has a point, and so that's a nice thing. Um, what else new? That new Battle of the Dancers. I just have to say that Battle of the Dancers movie stars Josh Peck. What the heck is up with that? Josh Peck in a dancing movie? Drake and Josh? Um, what else? I, oh, I think it would only be appropriate if I showed everybody a sneak preview, a sneak clip of Bad Ideas. It's not going to be in the highest quality, and I'm not going to put it directly onto a video. I'm actually going to show you, put the webcam onto my screen. And by doing that, you're going to see it not in the best quality because I want everyone to have something that they'll want to get when the DVD's ready to come out. So I'll put this up, and then you could see it here. A Nerd Night's coming, which is going to be awesome. It's we've got some big surprises down the line, which we're really looking forward to. But let's see here. If everybody wants to see a little bit of Bad Ideas, I can show you a little bit of Bad Ideas. I think that the intro is only appropriate. So here's a little sneak preview. Wait, let's see. How does this look? Whoa, trippy. That's not Bad Ideas. Okay, there it is. Okay. And like I said, I'm doing this on purpose in the bad quality, so that way when the DVD is ready to come out, you guys can see, you guys can get the best quality as possible. Technical difficulties. Sorry.
Myk Media is currently in Scribbleland. I have the power over all of Earth through all technology and through all of entertainment. But I desire more power. If I could acquire the power from Myk Media, then I would have all power. Sylvester Slime, I need you to lure him back to Earth. And once back in Earth, I need you to take over his body. As you wish, Lord Dagon.
That's all I'm going to show you for right now. Just to give you a nice little taste. Oh, final thing I want to tell you. Whenever you're sitting down, feeling low, having some, like I've been feeling really anxious, really down, mostly because my mind has just been going crazy with random stuff, creatively. Oh, sorry. Yes. I've been feeling like inadequate with my own abilities. Well, what I found that really helps when you're feeling like that is, first of all, to meditate. Meditating really helps. I try to do that as much as humanly possible. The other thing too is visualization, creativity and visualization. So if you visualize a projected path, sometimes religion helps to visualize, sometimes it doesn't. You don't need that. Sometimes you just need a book. Sometimes just like The Secret or something like that, a focal point to visualize towards. And then the third thing is exercise. Those three things help you. Also learning, and I've learned that something that really helps in all three of those factors as well is play. Just being a goofball. So one of the big things of myself, I know this is long, drawn out, I try to help and be inspirational as much as humanly possible. I'm going to try to wrap this up. But the big thing is that if you play, then you're going to be focusing a lot more of your energy on imagination. They have proven that if you don't play, you will become stagnant, and the opposite of play is actually depression and lethargy. So play. Some people don't like to play because when they play, they feel like they have to blend into other things. There's permissions, permissive qualities. So, for example, like I don't know a lot of TV shows. I don't know a lot of movies. I don't know a lot of comic books. I don't know a lot of video games. I don't know a lot of these things. What I do though, it's good to just go your own path. Sometimes it's okay to go off the beaten path, play about things with other people that engage them to bring them into things. So Nerd Night and a lot of my crazy animations are actually there to help to inspire other people, to engage them, to help them to want to create other things so that they're engaged to make things as well. I think a lot about that stuff. Like instead of just merely thinking about coming up with an idea, what I'm doing is I'm trying to come up with something that inspires you to go, hey, I could make something too. And I'm like, go ahead, do it, so that way you can create this newfound creative concept. And also with Nerd Night, the nice thing with that is it's bringing back something that I liked, which was a form of my own play when I was a kid. When I was younger, I realized that what I really wanted in the 2000s was retrofuturism, which was displayed in Back to the Future Part 2 and all these other movies, which felt like it didn't exist yet. Now that it just kind of got swept under the table, it was this false futurism, which I kind of played with last video, and no one seemed to understand it because I'm out there. Retrofuturism, the concept with that is that it exists. There's for example, this is retrofuturism. It's a Superboy taking old and new technology, combining them together. So the big thing is it's bridges this form of imagination, this play that we had when we were kids, like Nintendo, Sega Genesis. So that way it inspires the mind. So there we have that. Along with that, it also inspires people to make music. So it helps to nurture a community of imagination. What I've been seeing is a lot of other event nights that have been coming up. There's Player One Bar, BART, all these other things that have been coming up. I'm not going to give myself full credit for it, but I'm saying that there's this community building. So it's almost as though we are creating that retrofuturism within this Orlando area. And the nice thing is theme parks help to create that form of play and imagination. So that's why I do all that stuff. Myk Media is a stage name, and I also try to be pretty private at times. So when I have issues and problems and stuff, I don't want to advertise that. I'd rather advertise the art to inspire you and help you guys. Wow, this was a long one, wasn't it? And I didn't even pull out my bubble pipe like I was planning on doing. Dance, play, create, meditate, love everybody, peace, love, and imagination. The last thing is sometimes one of the hardest things is learning how to love. And what I mean by that is loving somebody like you want to be loved. So if you feel like you're lacking love, instead of going out there and talking about yourself more, which everybody gets to this point. Everybody does. And sometimes you have to reevaluate and understand, I'm sorry. And when you feel like you're getting to that point where you're just feeling self-centered, you just have to reevaluate, turn around and say, focus that energy on others. And so, like, for example, I felt like my birthday was always about me. So instead of it being about me, when I realized other people were busy, I understood that it's not always about me. And it's a big thing. What I did was I then was like, I bet those other people would like that same feeling too. So now whenever I get a chance, I try to do something really nice for other people's birthdays without them even asking for it. I try to do that. I try to do nice things for anybody who I can. That's what I'm based upon, because everything's based upon vibrational frequencies in this universe. So, if anybody wants to talk about vibrational frequencies, art, play, creativity, imagination, meditation, all that great stuff, contact me. I'm crazy. Alright, well, great chatting, and have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you Monday.